Hello everyone. Something a little different from me today. I'm filming my World War II web gear collection. And notice to viewers, apologizing. Well, actually I'm not apologizing. That's just the way it is. This is an historical collection, and no need to apologize to all the gun people who oppose firearms, because that's what was back there in that day. So anyway, here it is. This collection has given me great joy over the years. And so much joy that I've collected. More is better for me. I've collected way more than I need or should have of this crap. But with regards to that, I'm not half the collector that Daryl is or was up in Seattle, or Robin Bartell right here in Oregon, just right up an hour up the freeway, for goodness sake. So, I mean, that guy is the man, when it comes to web gears. But anyway, a few bits. I was I wasn't exactly a utility bag fan, as I only have like 3 or 4 of these, but I was a Misete bag guy. And so I collected a lot of Misetes over the years, And I wanted to tell everybody, of course, if you haven't seen it or are not into this crap, that everything is maker marked. Most of it is maker marked and dated, which is the dub part about collecting this stuff. I mean, it's such a draw. I mean, whoops, sorry. These guys went down in history. These little manufacturing places went down in history because of this. This one's not marked, but I'm sure it might have been, probably was at one time. It's probably gone. But coming back to this one, the Langdon Tent and Awning Company. Who would have ever known or heard about them had they not put their mark on this piece of equipment, on this piece of web gear? Here's one here, BBS Company, 1944. That's a nice OD number 7 example. I probably have enough 1944 dated stuff to put together a D-Day invasion package for somebody, which brings me, to why, everything in the good Lord's will, of course, why I'm going to take this stuff down to Plymouth, California in April. And I'm going to sell it. I'm going to put it on display and sell it. Anyway, I think the heyday for this is long past, for collecting. And not that I even need to get my worth out of it or whatever, but it just it has value to me, so by golly, I'm going to pass that value on to someone else, This is a mysterious mark, of course. I've got 2 like this, and they're all blongered up the same old way, and Bro Incorporated, and it's Eustace, whatever. Somebody will be able to tell me that, I know. Anyway, if you know, let me know. If you know what it is. Anyway, the heyday for the stuff is passing, and I believe it's it's passing and or has passed, but there's a Caden 1944. So anyway, that's why I'm gonna sell it all. You know, Caden 1944, bro. And I did, you know, I have paid high retail for this stuff. I mean, it's not like I've been a Mr. Super Bargain Hunter. Atlantic Products Corporation, 1943. But you know, I collected, and you know, some I got good deals on. You know, especially back in early days. You know, earlier days when I was collecting. Here's another Atlantic Products. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a 1943. Oh, well, for goodness sake, here's a rubberized U.S. Misete bag. Look at that crispy U.S. You know, this might have not even been issued. All of this wear on it might be just wear. Oh, for our goodness sake, look at that. That's a nice manufactured in 1942. That's a nice OD. See, that's OD number 3, boys and gals. You know, if you find a nice sweet M42 jacket, beautiful. That's the same color. Cam don't pick it up, but the fading, see the fading? Fades to that khaki. But it is actually OD number 3. As opposed to OD number 7. Anyway, there's some rubberized. It's another rubberized. That's a rubberized BBS. 1943. Rubberized canvas, man. This is another. It's a crispy. Yeah, it's rubberized. You betcha it's rubberized. That's an Atlantic Products Corporation 42. You know, that's 42. That's OD number 3, boys. Here's my worst one of the lot, and which I'll probably just end up giving away or getting rid of somehow, some way. It's a 45 late war pack, but the straps are gone, it's torn. You know, very washed out canvas for some reason. Very washed out, but it's a legit. It's Leginski's, but it's just, you know, kind of didn't meet my high quality standards. But of course, I found that one, or something happened in that manner. So here's a nice map case, for gosh sakes. Original. The plastic in it's kind of, you know, crinkled, rumpled. And ta-da! Ding 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 ding. The JQMD, Jeffersonville, Indiana. And it ain't all about Indiana wants me, but it's good stuff. Now, I will, however, caution you on this fact that this here strap might be in a beautiful. Yeah, I believe so. It is. I believe it is. It is a reproduction strap by at the front, but it's like a sheesh. Whew. Oh man, way back when at the front, at least 20 years ago, probably 20. I'm sure 20 years ago. Yeah. Anyway, beautiful JQMD officer's map case. Here's a medic's bag. It's unmarked, for gosh sakes. But beautiful and original strap. Don't hate me that I got the repro strap, for God's sakes. No haters. Oh my God, look at this. Sherman. Original from the Foot Locker of Major Richard Fowler, I believe is his name. Was his name. His Foot Locker. And which is weird, and maybe I don't have a basis for it, but I believe he was on two fronts. He was in the Pacific and in the European theater, but that's just total hearsay because he had German, and then he had something specifically pertaining to the Pacific theater, as it was called. Oh, and I must caution you also that I do have a reproduction cup on one of these. I was missing the cup on it. Anyway, repro alert. Here's some original suspenders by Gary. And the rest of this crap over here, I mean, some of it's really good. I must caution you that there is a 1956 Canteen cover in the mix here. But, you know, you can spot it because it's really crispy. And it's OD number 7, of course. The dreaded dark OD of World War II. But I believe the kinky thing about it is that it's got an old school. I thought I had an old school Canteen on it, but yes, maybe not. Maybe I was lying, man. There's some nice makers, you know, on these Canteens, and a lot of these Canteens have cups and stuff. And in the background is a British Enfield 303 carton. Back in this over here, that's a World War I commemorative. I like a souvenir flask. You know, it's something you would buy overseas as a souvenir to bring home, but or order it, I guess, and they'd burn your regiment infantry number in it, or whatever you call it. And over here, another Northern. Shoot, that's a good looking bag over there, and that's another one I don't know who the maker is of that one over there. And whoopsie, I didn't, sorry, don't know. And I was itching to get over here on these carbines, but I'll give a minute or two for these carbines. Okay, the carbine scabbard in the foreground is a beautiful meat find. I found it at the California meat, and you know, my buddies graciously allowed me to purchase it. You know, bam, and I think they all wanted to get their grubbers on it, but anyway, it's a Fulton Leather Goods scabbard, 1943 issue, unissued condition. Must caution you, repro alert. I do have repro straps on these, both scabbards. And the other one in the background is a JQMD 1944 Inspector ENS, I believe, something like that. We can look. Yes, it's in considerably rougher condition, of course, than the unissued one in the foreground, and it's also missing the end cap. But I needed it, you know. I needed it because I had two carbines, and one was going without, and so I needed to get another one to match it up. But carbine in the foreground. I won't pull it out because it will be cautionary. But anyway, carbine in the foreground is 1943 issue Rockola carbine, and very rare. And it was purchased on the early CMP program, the first offering, I believe, by the Civilian Marksmanship Program, offered under that, under the NR, the auspices of the NRA or whatever you call it, but or the NRA was under auspice of that, of the CMP. But anyway, civilians were able to purchase, and they offered these carbines up for about $20, shipping included, I believe. Maybe it wasn't included, but maybe shipping was extra. It was like $24 or something. Anyway, I have the original receipt from this, for this carbine. But early Rockola, I don't know, 17 or 18,000th produced or something. So it's very early in 1943. But the guy got it, and he filled in the stock with inlaid some wood in it, and did a fair ass job on it. But and he also apparently blued the gun, the metal, blued everything, because at all instances, even early Rockolas, and there is not a lot of documentation on a blued carbine. So I'm fairly sure that he blued the whole freaking works. So, it's kind of a non-collectible collectible. It's a if I could document that it was a factory blued piece, then then we'd really be in a nice controversy. But can't do it, so can't document it at all. So or haven't made the effort to document it anyway, or try to document it. All right, and the upper one is the most prolific, from the most prolific maker of World War II carbines, Inland, the Inland Manufacturing Company, or a division of GM, I guess. So I believe it's a 1945 issue, so late war. It was modernized or whatever, or taken back to the arsenal and the armory and refurbed, the standard refurb, with the carbine lug and etc. And it's a pretty high numbered Inland. Inland, what, 3.5 million World War II? Correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot. They made a lot of them, as opposed to the Rockola, 220,000 some odd. So anyway, lots of documentationals. It's got a barrel, Inland barrel, I think, of 45, but I haven't done too much research on it. So I don't know if I talked to you about the Canteen. That's a Valrath ceramic, not in very good condition. Rarity scale, it's rarer than a World War II, standard World War II aluminum, stainless, or whatever. But I don't think it's, worth much, because it's not in that great a shape. There's a 44 D-Day Canteen. Might as well. And some ammo belts over here for the M1 Garand or Garand. Little belts with some Carlisle bandage and one little medic kit on it. But for goodness sake, I think the only reason why I'm doing all of this and documenting this is to I don't know, make a make a statement, I guess, and say that, yeah, man, this stuff, boy, the attraction was really there for me to collect it. And, you know, I'm going to pass it along to someone. You know, hopefully a lot of people, you know, a lot of people buy it. I don't know, maybe I'll offer it to Rob and Bartell and see if he wants to buy it. Buy the whole shit and works, and, you know, let me, you know, give me a wholesale, you know, good wholesale price that I'm happy with, and, you know, let it be. You know, and really, I'm not, you know, I'm not doing this because of age or anything else. I think I just feel that the time to pass it along is now. And the opportunity, you know, for people that want to that want this stuff and appreciate it is going fast. And anyway, thank you all for watching, and hopefully maybe you'll get to buy some of this down in there. Okay, bye now.